What is going on, everybody? It's your boy GS, and welcome back for yet another NCAA 14 online ranked match. And today, we are using the Ohio State Buckeyes going up against the Texas A&M Aggies. And as you guys know, they have arguably the best quarterback in the game. You know, they have Johnny Football, Heisman Award winner, a very tough team, very high-powered offense. Hopefully, we can do what it is we need to do to cause a couple of mistakes. You know, stay consistent on offense and be able to take this game home. So, Ohio State definitely has a ton of offense, a lot of weapons. And, you know, like I said, the task is going to be able to see if we can stop Johnny Football. As you see, his record is 12-3. So, you know, he's a good opponent. He definitely knows what he's doing, has a very nice winning percentage. So, I feel like I'm going to be in for a tough game. So, to begin the game, Smith gets us an awesome kick return, getting us to about the 40-yard line as he ends up making a nice little juke right there. And he actually has somebody face planting right here. So, to begin the game, our offensive game plan is what it's always been so far every game. Run the ball, hopefully allowing it to open up the passing lanes as we hit Brown on a drag route for a first down. One thing I noticed about Ohio State, because again, I'm not very familiar with college football, is that this dude right here, Braxton Miller, I think his name is. I know Miller, obviously. But yeah, there we go. Braxton Miller is he's a stud. Like, the dude is a beast. Very quick on his feet. You know, I can stand in the pocket. I can make throws, even though that right there wasn't a good example. This right here is a good example, though. On 4th and 4, we hit him over the middle, and we end up getting the first down. He's very quick on his feet, you know, good acceleration. So it's good to be able to have a dual threat where I can just take off and be able to give my opponent, you know, something to worry about, you know. So 1st and 10, after that out route within the 10-yard line, we end up giving the ball to Hyde, and we run the ball, getting very, very close to the end zone, where we do eventually end up scoring on this third down play right here. And so far, so good. One possession, one touchdown. But I didn't feel like that was going to be the struggle. Him being 12-3, I'm expecting a very nice offense that I'm going to have trouble with. So hopefully, you know, my defense can come through for me and make a couple of mistakes, allowing me to hopefully put this victory in the bag and, you know, win. So very first play, of course, Johnny Football being the speedster he is, he tries to read option. Thankfully, a stop. And right there, we end up getting a sack and a fumble, but unfortunately, he ends up recovering it. So 3rd and 13, this is a big play. He's standing up in the pocket. And right there, I'm sorry, son, but don't test the user. He is so disrespectful. Somebody please give that gentleman a link to my channel. Let him know. Do not throw the ball my way. So 3rd and 7, we go up the middle, and we end up scoring another touchdown, going up 14-0. And you know, you gotta love that, as I get a message right here. Actually, the guy I'm playing against is a subscriber, so he's wanted me to join the party, but I ended up declining because him being 12-3, I want to be able to focus. You know, I feel like if I engage in a conversation, I'm probably going to get a little misfocused and not stay on point. I did end up talking to him after the game was played, but during the game, it was like, you know, I wanted to focus. So right here, again, Johnny Football backs up. We try to go for the swat, and he spec catches, breaks the hell out of me. I dive all the way out the stadium, and he ends up scoring 7-14 now. And, you know, like I said, I'm pretty much expecting him to score. You know, stops always aren't going to come back to back. So him scoring doesn't frustrate me. You know, I already feel like the game is mine to win at this point, you know, because I'm already up one possession. All I got to do is stay consistent, score on offense when I get the ball, and I should be good. You know, as long as we go tit for tat, he score, I score, he score, I score, I'm going to be good because I already have a possession, and I'm working on a multiple possession lead again. So right there, drag route gets to 2nd and 4, and as you see, Miller puts the ball pretty much, you know, on the money. Right here, we try to take off, but we end up Mark Sanchez into our own lineman. Right now, it's 3rd and 11 because we went off sides. Standing in the pocket, nobody's open, so we decided to run for it, and we get a good game. 4th and 4, very manageable first down opportunity. We step up in the pocket, and again, we throw a dot right over the middle. Whoop, I'm sorry. Look at that dive, though. Look at that dive. That was sexy. Right there puts us on the 1-yard line where we end up hurdling and scoring. Now here where I'm a little worried because he gets the ball at halftime. So if he scores here, he could potentially go 2 unanswered and end up tying this game, which obviously is a no-no. And hopefully we can go ahead and make a stop here. This would be a huge stop. Ends up checking down to a wide open running back right there who ends up cutting upfield for a first down, standing in the pocket, and he ends up going over towards deep up top, and a beautiful throw by him gets him within the red zone. So I'm already expecting a score pretty much at this point, and he's going to get ball back at halftime. So that sucks. That's why getting ball at halftime is so key, because even though I've been pretty much outplaying him up to this point, he still can go 14 unanswered and tie the game, which which again, why it's a beautiful thing to get ball at halftime. So he's standing in the pocket, man. We got coverage D, and he ends up taking off and scoring a touchdown. That's frustrating. With only 7 seconds left, we tried to play some coverage defense. Nobody was open, but he ends up taking off and scoring a touchdown as the quarter came close to an end. So that right there was extremely frustrating. Only one play left. We just take off with Miller just to pad the stats a little bit, just a little bit. Small amount. So 21-14. Like I said, he receives ball back at half. So now it's another opportunity for him to go ahead downfield and score and tie this game. Except he throws a dot. Oh, he threw to the wrong person. Another interception. I'm like, thank you. Come again. No, seriously, come again. I love them interceptions. They help me a lot. So right here, we take off with Miller. And look at his vision. We hit the outside. We got people falling. We just got everybody eating some dirt, son. Right here, standing in the pocket. As you see, I'm throwing a lot more than usual. Right there, we have Smith on the outside. I noticed that he was having no over-the-top help. And I believe Smith has speed like 94, 95. So definitely had the speed advantage there. So we go up top. We score. We're up 28-14. And right here, he decides another read option. And he gets a good amount right there, but as long as he doesn't get a touchdown with that, he can continue to run all day. That's just doing nothing but killing clock and making his offensive lineman tired. Right here, standing in the pocket again, and he breaks the sack. That's what this guy can do with that elusiveness, that agility. Right here, he just throws it out of bounds, saving himself like 40 yards. Standing in the pocket again, he goes over towards the right. Thankfully, that right there was kind of swatted down. 3rd and 10 again. We're playing max coverage. We're not baggy, we're still sending 3 or 4. We're in quarters. Right here, we try to play it smart. We just swat that down. Don't want to make any mistakes. Sometimes you hold the ball hawk and you get no animation. So we were able to get the ball back and running the ball, try to kill some clock. And again, taking off with Miller. Very good speed again. Gotta love having a quarterback who can throw dots such as that and be able to take off. So I know it's giving him frustration, because I would be frustrated feeling like you're locking everything down and then he takes off for a couple of yards. So 2nd and 10 right here. The 4th quarter is here, and we're gonna go deep up top again for Smith, and he gets burnt again. That hurdle wasn't obviously trying to showboat, just trying to hurdle over the tackle. And we go up 35-14. And right now I'm feeling great, man. My confidence is through the roof. You gotta feel great when you're going up against somebody who's 12-3, who's right there. Another user interception, 2-piece. He keeps on testing the user though. Going up, seeing that he's 12-3, felt like he had a good knowledge of the game, that he must be doing something, because obviously he's winning his games. So to be able to have this big of a margin in victory definitely made me feel good about my play style. Running the ball, trying to pass only due to establishing the run first. So definitely feel good about this lead right here. Game is pretty much over. It's pretty much one-sided. And again, man, whenever you get games like this against somebody good, you gotta love it. Our defense came through. Defense played a hell of a game. Our offense was very consistent. As we kick a field goal, we go up 38-14, and we played a very well-rounded game. Passed when we needed to, even though we really didn't do too much running the ball, but it was still part of our game plan. I'm not one of those guys who, usually I was, but starting to get my groove back, because I was always this way until like Madden 12. Even though the run wasn't working as good as I know it should, I didn't bail away from it. I didn't just say, it's not working, let me chuck it. Running the ball is very important to me in NCAA 14. I really feel like it establishes a good base, and it makes it easier for you to pass the ball. So we end up winning the game right here. We had an outstanding game, very good performance, no turnovers, 211 passing yards, dominated the clock due to the turnovers with the extra possessions. As you see, 12 for 13, 211 yards, 14 carries for 42 yards, 4 touchdowns completely. So Braxton Miller had one devastating game right here, which is going to show you the leaderboards and show you how we're looking up to this point. And definitely feeling good about how we're playing so far. You got to enjoy being able to win. Who doesn't love winning? So as you see, up to this point, we are in the top 700, 14-2, and trying to make my way, climb the leaderboards, play games, and hopefully be able to win. So another victory. We're on a nice little win streak of 5, which you got to enjoy. Again, you got to love being able to win the game, playing basic football, man, running the ball, passing when need be, and trying to take advantage of any mistakes that my opponent makes. So that's the end of the game, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, This is GS, and I am out. Peace. Give it to me, baby.